In a cozy nest high in an old oak tree lived a little owl named Leo. But tonight, Leo was not cozy, and he was certainly not sleepy. His big, round eyes were wide open, sparkling with curiosity, while all the other little owls were fast asleep, dreaming of mice and moonbeams. Leo was wiggling and squirming. He fluffed his feathers, he shuffled his feet, he blinked one eye, then the other, but sleep just wouldn't come. The world outside his nest was too exciting. The leaves whispered secrets on the breeze, the crickets chirped a cheerful tune, and the whole forest seemed alive with magic. Leo peeked over the edge of his nest. The night was a vast, dark blanket, sprinkled with tiny, glittering diamonds. He hooted softly, a little question mark of a sound. Hoot! Who turned on all those little lights? Just then, a gentle, silvery glow washed over him. He looked up to see the big, bright moon smiling down. "Hello, little one," a simmering voice said. "I am Luna, the moon. It seems you're a bit too brighted for bedtime." Leo nodded, his head feathers ruffling. "I just have so many questions. The night is so big and full of wonders, I can't possibly close my eyes." Luna's smile widened. "Well then, how would you like to come with me? Tonight, I'm holding a special class. It's called the Starry Night Academy, just for curious minds like yours." Leo's heart did a little flip-flop of excitement. The Starry Night Academy. It sounded like the most wonderful place in the entire world. "Oh, yes, please," he chirped, hopping from one foot to the other. "Hold on tight," Luna said, and a soft, shimmery cloud drifted down, stopping right beside Leo's nest. It felt like the fluffiest pillow he had ever touched. He bravely hopped aboard, and with a gentle whoosh, the cloud ship lifted off the branch and soared up, up, up into the velvety sky. The forest below became a patchwork of dark greens and blacks, and the little lights in the village windows looked like fallen stars. They floated past wispy clouds that tickled Leo's face. "Our first lesson," Luna announced, her voice echoing like soft bells, "is about the star patterns. Look over there." She pointed with a beam of moonlight. "Do you see that group of 7 bright stars? It looks a bit like a giant spoon or a ladle." Leo squinted. He did see it, a big, sparkly spoon hanging in the sky. "That," said Luna, "is the Big Dipper. For centuries, sailors and travelers have used it to find their way. If you follow the 2 stars at the end of the spoon's bowl, they point directly to a very special star." The cloud drifted along, and sure enough, Leo saw a star that seemed brighter and more steadfast than the others. "That's the North Star, Polaris. It stays in almost the same spot all night long, a trusty guide for anyone who is lost." Leo was amazed. The stars weren't just random glitter, they were a map. He looked around, trying to find other shapes. He saw a group of stars that looked like a W, which Luna called Cassiopeia the Queen. He even thought he saw a pattern that looked a bit like an owl, but Luna chuckled and said that was a new one she hadn't seen before. Next, Leo looked at Luna herself. "Luna," he hooted thoughtfully, "sometimes you are big and round like you are tonight, but other times you look like a thin slice of a cookie. Why do you change your shape?" Luna glowed a little brighter. "An excellent question, Leo. I don't actually change my shape. I am always a big, round ball, just like the earth you live on. But as I travel around the earth, the sun shines on me from different angles." She created a little model with a ball of light and a tiny pebble. "Imagine this pebble is me, and that bright light is the sun. As I move, you only see the parts of me that the sun is lighting up. Sometimes you see my whole face, which is a full moon. Sometimes you only see a sliver, a crescent moon. And sometimes you can't see me at all, which is a new moon. It's all a beautiful dance of light and shadow." Leo felt his mind buzzing with new knowledge. The moon wasn't a magical disappearing cookie. It was a big, beautiful ball playing peekaboo with the sun. As their cloud ship continued its journey, they floated lower. Just above the tree, they saw a fox, its red fur like a flame in the moonlight, silently stalking through the undergrowth. They saw a family of raccoons, skillfully washing their food by a stream with their nimble paws. "These are your neighbors," Luna explained softly. "The nocturnal animals. They are specially designed for life in the dark. See the fox's big ears? He can hear the tiniest rustle of a mouse in the leaves. And the raccoon's paws are incredibly sensitive, allowing them to feel for food in the dark water." Leo thought about his own big eyes. "Are my eyes special too?" he asked. "Indeed they are," Luna confirmed. "Your large eyes can gather much more light than human eyes can, which is why you can see so clearly when it's dark. You are a true creature of the night." Leo puffed out his chest with pride. He wasn't just a little owl who couldn't sleep. He was a creature of the night with super-powered eyes. He was a student at the Starry Night Academy. Suddenly, a brilliant streak of light zipped across the sky, faster than anything Leo had ever seen. "Whoa! What was that?" he gasped, his feathers standing on end. "That, my dear Leo," Luna smiled, "was a shooting star. Some people believe that if you make a wish on a shooting star, it will come true." Leo squeezed his eyes shut tight. He wished for more adventures and more questions to ask. He wished that he would never stop being curious. He opened his eyes. "But what is it really?" he asked. "A wish is a lovely thought," Luna said, "but a shooting star is also a marvel of science. Far out in space, there are little bits of rock and dust called meteors. When one of them gets too close to Earth, it enters our atmosphere and burns up because of the friction, creating that beautiful streak of light. So, you've just seen a tiny piece of space rock putting on a spectacular show for us." Leo sighed a long, happy, and surprisingly sleepy sigh. He had learned about star maps, the changing moon, his nocturnal friends, and even space rocks. His mind, once buzzing with restless energy, was now full and peaceful, like a honeypot filled to the brim. He rested his head on the soft cloud, and his big, round eyes began to feel very, very heavy. Luna noticed, "Is our little student getting sleepy?" she asked gently. Leo could only manage a tiny nod. "I think the academy is closing for the night," she whispered. The cloud ship turned and drifted slowly, silently back towards the old oak tree. It settled right next to his nest, as soft as a mother's wing. Leo carefully hopped back into his cozy home. He looked up at Luna, who was now shining even more brightly in his eyes. "Thank you, Luna," he hooted softly. It was the best school ever. Luna's smile was the last thing he saw before his eyes finally closed. "You are always welcome at the Starry Night Academy. Leo, the sky will always be here, full of wonders, waiting for you." Tucked in his nest, Leo, the little owl, finally fell asleep. He didn't dream of mice or moonbeams that night. He dreamt of navigating by the stars, of dancing with the phases of the moon, and of riding on fluffy clouds across a sky filled with wishing stars. His little mind was no longer restless, but calm and full of knowledge, ready for a deep and peaceful sleep. And in the quiet of the forest, the crickets chirped a soft lullaby, the leaves whispered goodnight, and the big, beautiful moon watched over her newest and wisest little student.